Savingsanistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I and I am her, and you have arrived to Nista's Nation. And over here we do mainly things fragrances, you guys. So, happy November. Today is the first day of November, and we are going to continue with the regularly scheduled programming. I did post a poll on my community wall earlier today asking Nista's Nation would they like to hear my Sephora recommendations, because I got an alert saying that VIB started today and I am a VIB member of Sephora, so that means that our savings started today, and VIBs we save 15% and all members save 30% on all Sephora brands, and insiders save 10, and the Rouge members, which is the top tier, they save 20%. But I have seen so many recommendation videos for the holiday savings till I'm like, not to say that my video will be exact, but about every video that I have seen, at least one thing from my list of recommendations were covered in someone else's video. So I just extended the poll to ask if you would like to hear my recommendations or proceed with regularly scheduled programming. And it was a very close call, 51% in favor of proceeding to our regularly scheduled programming. And so today we're here to do our October fragrance haul, you guys. So this month was a very interesting month because not only did I purchase fragrances for myself, but I did purchase fragrances for my husband. So we're going to just get right into it. All right, so this fragrance, you have seen me. This is really not an actual full-fledged fragrance, but this is a discovery kit. And this is the BohoBoco Perfume Discovery Kit. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes with 12 fragrances. So if you have not checked out part 1 of that video, please click the card above to check out part 1. And part 2 is coming. All right, so I got this fragrance, and I am completely enjoying the discovery process of this fragrance house, you guys. I really do think once it gets out there and the popularity attached to it, this is going to be a fan favorite. They have some really good fragrances to offer. All right, so the next fragrance is one that I purchased for my husband. Bath & Body Works had a 50% off sale, and you were able to get 50% off all fragrances, all products. So these fragrances, they range for like $39.50. And because I had already bought the body spray for them, I just decided to go ahead and get the fragrances because they smell really good. So I bought him like 3 fragrances, and this is one of them. This is the Mineral and Sea Salt. The description and fragrance notes of Mineral and Sea Salt are fresh fragrance with a hint of crispiness inspired by watery mineral springs and salty air. This is definitely an easy unisex fragrance. It is very airy. It's very aquatic. It is just a very easy wear. So if you were trying to buy husband something that is really easy, and he probably will like it. I can't say that it's going to be a fragrance for everyone, but it's one of those fragrances that's airy, marine, and aromatic, and it kind of like fits in a likable profile for most people because I actually like it myself, and I have paired it with some of my female body care fragrances, and it is really good. This is the Mineral and Sea Salt by Bath & Body Works. All right, so the next fragrance was also a fragrance that I bought for husband. We're going to just go through all of his first. And this was the coffee and whiskey, you guys. Now, this has now become mine because he did not like it. So the fragrance description of coffee and whiskey are warm fragrance with a hint of sweetness inspired by the classic combination of coffee and bold Irish whiskey. I have featured this a few times on my channel, you guys. This is so good. If you want a coffee fragrance, or you want a fragrance that is an easy fit for anything vanilla, anything caramel, anything tonka, this is a really good fragrance, you guys. This fragrance is really giving me niche vibe. Actually, BohoBoco has a fragrance called White Flower and Coffee, and this is very similar to that. I'm talking about a very good fragrance. So if you're interested in coffee fragrances, I would definitely recommend getting this. I was in Bath & Body Works a couple of days ago, and I did still see a few of these on in inventory on shelf. But this has gotten a really nice buzz in the fragrance community. So go and check out some of those gentlemen's videos who have already talked about this fragrance and how they really feel about it. Hubby was not feeling it, so I just took it off his hand and I added it to my collection. So thanks. All right. The next fragrance was also one that I picked up for hubby, and this is Hero. All right, the inspiration behind Hero, it says Hero blends fresh cardamom, vetiver root, and white cedar. Beautiful bottle. Very pretty bottle. So he has really given the body spray a fit on this. So that's why I decided to get this one too, because he really, really enjoys it. This is a very clean, crisp, aromatic meringue. You know, just what most guys desire to smell like. And it does have that woodiness to it, that vetiver and that cardamom. It is so good in here. So good. This is not unisex preference for myself, but I'm sure someone can come up with a very intriguing blend to mix with this. But this is more masculine in my opinion. So this is the Hero by Bath & Body Works. Okay, you guys, I keep picking at my eyes because I have some residue of glue on my eyes. I snatched those lashes off and the glue is bothering me. I should have did a better job. The next fragrance, or one of the fragrances that I bought in the month of October, is something that I have been in and out of a relationship with. I actually brought it in, well, it was gifted to me and brought into my home. I was not vibing with it at the time. I returned it, exchanged it for something else. Then I got samples. Then my essay showed me a way to use it to kind of like blend it with my favorite Bun No. 9 and how pretty it was as a blend. So I went ahead and I got the New York Nights. This is New York Nights by Bun No. 9. Packaging, always an epic packaging with Bun No. 9. I have no complaints, but this packaging is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the New York Nights by Bun No. 9. And this is a fragrance for gourmand lovers. It is a gourmand fragrance, and it has notes of caramel as well as coffee, jasmine, patchouli, and sandalwood. So you guys, but most prominent is the caramel note. I think it's the opening of this that just kind of really throws me off. It gives me this really, I think it's the combination of the cardamom, not the cardamom, but the patchouli and the sandalwood that gives me like this overly masculine opening. But once it dies down and you get to that caramel and that coffee, this is a really beautiful fragrance, you guys. So I've been playing around with it. I've mixed it with 2 other Bun No. 9 fragrances, and I have really enjoyed it. When this fragrance was gifted to me, I can't remember what time of the year it was, but I'm really excited to see how well this performs when it's really, really crispy cold outside, or a very, very airy fall night. So we're still like in the high 60s, low 70s here in my town. So I'm still waiting for that super cold day or super cool night to see how this is really vibing. But if nothing more than how beautiful this packaging is, I have to say that I'm happy with the purchase. All right, so that is New York Nights by Bun number 9. All right, so I picked up something from K.I.Lee. This is the Eden Juicy Apple. It has notes of juicy red apples, wild berries, jasmine, lychee, vanilla flower, and sensual musk. Now, you guys, it's something about this that I'm really vibing with because I put a nice little dent in this. And I must say that this is another one of K.I.Lee fragrances that is such an easy blend, like the Vanilla 28, or you can wear it alone. But I must say I'm more, it's more pleasing for me to blend this with something opposed to just wearing it alone. Because I'm not a big apple fan, but after just seeing people's reviews and they talked about how sexy it was and how much they liked it and they enjoyed it, I decided to go ahead and add it to my collection. And this is the K.I.Lee Eden Juicy Apple. All right, the next fragrance is, the next fragrance is the Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. Oh, you guys, this right here, this may be my favorite purchase or my most exciting purchase because it was a blind buy. It was very inexpensive, so it's not like one of those blind buys that you kind of like regret. I spent too much money. Very inexpensive, and it offered everything that the commentary and the reviews that I had been checking out said that it would offer. This is a beautiful gourmand fragrance, you guys. Beautiful. It has notes of apple, grape. Grape is new for me. I don't think I have anything in my collection that has grape. Grapes, whitewood, patchouli, iris, caramel, amber, Peru balsam. It is just such a, oh, this smells so good, you guys. So everything that I read that was positive and good, Casablanca, it delivered and it served. And you guys, it takes a very little. That's another thing that us as fragrance heads, we really appreciate when we purchase a fragrance, especially when I've spent $200 or $300 on a fragrance and it carries you through the entire day. Well, this was only a very small fraction of those normal prices, and it lasted all day. And I have so many things in my body care and fragrance collection that I want to blend with this to just give me this unique gourmand delectable smell that I'm just reaching for. This is so good. Again, this is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. I will leave it linked below. I'll leave all of them linked below, but I actually purchased this off of Amazon. So I have never bought a fragrance off Amazon. And it used to be a time where I said I never would because I just felt like that's where you get a lot of flankers or copied products. But this is really good. All right, so the last fragrance that I received, and I'm excited about this one too. This is from the house of Jozi. This is Erba Pura. And it's just pretty. See how beautiful that is? All right, so this is actually a velvet textured bottle. This is really pretty and it feels really good, you guys. So the Erba Pura, let me tell you how I got to the point of purchasing Erba Pura. I do have a Jozi fragrance in my collection that is also a gourmand. It's from the house of Customary. But this one right here, I decided to get this one because I had been dealing with or going around and around deciding if I was going to buy Kirk or if I was going to pick up another sexy, fruity, exotic fragrance. So Kirk is a fragrance from Tiziana Terenzi, and after watching videos, Kirk and Casablanca, I think, those are some of the very sexy, deep, fruity fragrances. And Kirk almost had me, but I stumbled across one video and I decided to go ahead and get the Erba Pura. And the reason that I got this is because my Nomad by Bun number 9, that fragrance profile that Nomad gives, I want a whole collection of that type of fragrance profile. And that type of fragrance profile, it is girly, it's fruity, but at the same time, it's really deep. It's one of those fragrances that it smells niche when you smell it, for just lack of a better description. I'm just gonna say what I feel. So it's one of those fragrances that you know this is just not your regular designer or department store fragrance, which is not a problem. However, that's the fragrance profile that I really like. Nomad has me on a whole nother trail and a whole nother voyage. If you have not checked out my Nomad video, please click the card above and check out that video. But that's what inspired this. I wanted me another fruit, sexy, girly, yet deep fragrance, and Xerjoff Erba Pura, it definitely fits the description of that. So Erba Pura, it's so pretty, you guys. It is beautiful. It's giving that same Nomad vibe, I'm telling you. The fragrance notes in Erba Pura are Sicilian orange, bergamot, lemon, fruits, white musk, Madagascar vanilla, and amber. So those are all the fragrances I purchased, you guys. Hubby was happy with the ones that I purchased him, with the exception of the coffee and whiskey, and I took it right off his hands. So if you have any of these fragrances that I have shared with you, or if you want to experience some of these fragrances, let me know what your thoughts are. And please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.